Finally, we've been welcomed to a trial in the fashion to which I would like to become accustomed, a red carpet.
I know, I envision myself walking a red carpet in everywhere I go.
Yeah. Anyway, we are Chris
And Bill.
from Grower Talks magazine covering the 2026 California Spring Trials.
But Chris, where's Jen?
Oh, you know what? Last I saw, some producers from Fast and Furious were following her away for the new movie.
That's
They've
who they
seen
were.
her in our videos.
Well, we're going to have to do it without her.
I guess so. And do is what we're going to do here at Danziger, right behind Garlic World. Yep,
smell
right
it.
behind Garlic World. We're going to go inside and see some of the new annuals that they have on offer. Let's do it. You know, Bill, this trial hasn't changed in decades. Easy to read. The plants are right up here close, and we're going to start taking a look at them with petunias, specifically the Amazonas. This is a series introduced last year with a variety called Plum Cockatoo. Now they've got 4 total. They've added 3. This is Pink Macaw. And next to it is Midnight Finch. And right next to it is one called Violet Parakeet, which, if you know what plum cockatoo looks like, this is almost identical, I think, but they say it's got a better habit. So there's now 4 of these Amazonas. They don't have this green gene within it, whatever causes that. You've got something new here, Bill.
I would say I like the Amazonas, really like the Capellas. And 2 new ones in Capella, which is their series for quartz. You can grow them without PGRs. More of the unique colors coming in, or unique patterns. Rose Ink. And then my absolute favorite is Capella Inked. And we think it looks a little bit like a tattoo, which I'll show you. It just kind of matches.
Identical.
It just matches it. But the way that color looks, I thought it looked like a spider web. Absolutely love it.
Fun
One of my
veining in
favorite
there.
plants of the trial.
Cascadia is their oldest petunia series, a classic one, great for premium baskets. They've improved Fuchsia, which was very sprawly. They're trying to bring it down and more like the rest of the habit. I think that RIMerlot, clever name, better reflects the habit. It's a Merlot colored flower with this creamy, almost green rim to it. Hence the name.
And then into Calibrachoa, the Leah series has a couple new introductions, and these are sort of their mainstay series. Leah Mega Yellow, improved for, they did have a yellow before. This is a new name, but it's improved for bigger flower, better habit. And then the Glaze improved, again, improved to have a much nicer plant habit. But what I really like is this EyeConic Amber. And I was talking with Mike Fernandez about it, and we thought this is a really good fall color with that yellow edge, that deep red or orange, throat on that flower. Really good for fall baskets. And then Ombre, Tyler Glam. We did hear the story about how this was named. Not going to get into it. Let's just say Tyler is still alive. She is not dead. And she is buying a lot of these over in the UK.
Well put. I don't know if Vanessa had a deal going on with their whole Verbena series, but Compact Bicolor Red is a new one. Mildew resistant, stays in bloom all summer, just like all the Vanessas. And there's a collection of Diascia called Trinity.
Interspecific Diascia.
And this is probably the only interspecific Diascia on the market. This is Trinity Blush, no tag here because they took it for photography purposes. Excuse me, Trinity White. Right next to it is Trinity Blush.
And then I often see the Nemesia by the Diascia, which probably is the timing of year that they bloom in early in the season. Good, cool season plants. But the Nesia definitely has more heat tolerance than other Nemesia. 3 new ones: Hot Red, Arctic Blue,
Cool
which
color.
Describe that color, Chris.
Well, it's a silvery blue, but notice the pink on the back side of it. It's almost like you could do a baby reveal because is it blue or is it pink?
Exactly.
I don't know. Maybe
it's not. It's Nesia, Arctic Blue, and then they have gold, also new to the series.
If you strike gold, that's how you announce
there you
it
go.
to
I'd
your
rather
friends.
strike gold than have another baby. I'll tell you that much.
Right. In Biddens, they've got a couple of different ones. This one is called Pink Treat. Right next to it, another vivid gold one. This would be a fabulous fall plant. Blazing Fireworks. And Mike was telling us it will last right up into and beyond frost.
Beyond frost.
Great.
He said it got down below 20 degrees in Michigan. They were
great
still
fall
in
color
bloom.
with that Biddens.
Last year, we did a whole little shtick with Jen, who's off making movies, as we said, in front of a giant bench of Besties Osteos. This year, they added 3 more, the Brilliant Bronze, the Playful Bicolor, which is a nice bicolor one. I do like that. And then Vivid Violet, which is a perfectly Instagrammable bloom. I took pictures of it. You will find it on our Instagram at Grower Talks Green Profit.
There's a plug right there. Dahlias, lots of dahlias on the market. Here are 2 more. Cherie, Papaya. Beautiful, interesting papaya. That's a good color description. That is papaya. And then Darlin Radiant Cherry. Multicolored flower there.
And then we'll close out the row here before we get to a couple baskets with this new Scaevola called Bali Blue. And Mike explained this is probably the beginning of a new program, the most compact and earliest Scaevola from Danziger. But the big deal with the breeding is all these flowers come at the same time. It's not like that old school rangy Scaevola with a couple scattered flowers here and there. These have them all the way up.
Can I say habit, color-wise, everything, that may be as good a Scaevola as I've seen at trials anywhere. That habit is perfect. The green is flawless, and the color combination is great.
And then I'm not going to get into the whole discussion that this opened up for us, but let's just say the Thumbelina series is new to Danziger. It's breeding from David Curley, who has been introducing a lot of petunias with another breeding and introduction company that Danziger's working more closely with. But this is the Thumbelina series, a couple new double petunias shown in baskets. And Thumbelina, I think that's the trailing spreading type.
All right. And one more that we're going to take a look at that has a little interesting message that you might give. It's over here. It was not part of this bench situation. No. Odd.
Soluna, Chris.
Soluna to you too, Bill.
Interspecific Impatiens from Danziger. Absolutely one of my favorite plants that I got in samples last year. I was really excited to talk a little bit about this one, but they have 2 different collections within Soluna. They have the regular sort of standard type, and then they have Prime. And the Prime is actually, well, what's the difference between Prime and the regular?
Is bigger and earlier than the standard regular Solunas. They'll all do great. Nice, clean habits, nothing crazy about them. One new one, which is down here in the Prime collection, which is called Prime Luxe Lavender.
And then we did get a little sneak peek at some trial work that Mike's been doing at his secret hidden greenhouses in Michigan, where he's looking at Soluna and he's growing them out in 1 plant per pot, 2 plants per pot, and 3 plants per pot from a rooted cutting. And he's really not seeing much of a difference. So for growers looking to maybe save a few bucks on the inputs, you can most likely do Solunas in those 8-inch or gallons, or maybe even a little bit bigger, 1 plant per pot.
There you go, a little pro tip from Danziger here at the 2026 California Spring
Trials.